Welcome back to Garth Farms on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for joining me once again. Lots and lots and lots to talk about today. Ignore the money, ignore the clock, everything like that. I'm basically using this save as a bit of a test at the moment, and then I'm going to reset it for the actual Let's Play. But it is within what is actually a new version of the save, so we'll kind of, I'll get to it all in good time. As you can see, lots of equipment kicking around in the yard I want to sort of draw your attention to as I'm testing away. Bales scattered everywhere on purpose, and I will explain the sort of method to my madness. First off, I need to say an enormous, a huge thank you to Martin, who is the mod creator for this map. For those of you who don't know, that's Martin, ML Gamer. He reached out to me in one of the comments on, I think it was a video maybe 2 ago now, just asking for a refresh on the Discord code to join the Discord. Managed to have a conversation with him. What a wicked bloke. So open to just talking about the map and what is coming next, really open to the ideas of making changes and being open to not criticism at all, but just suggestions and thoughts. Like, I would have no issues if the things that I said to Mark were, he said, no, I don't want to go it that way, and that's it, and it's his map, it's his mod, and I'm not one of those people that's going to sit there and say, oh wow, that's wrong. It isn't. It's exact, and we need to remember that these guys and girls are giving up their time, effort, resources to make the game better for us, and we need to remember that and be super grateful and thankful to them. So I basically spoke to him about a couple of things, about where the vehicle points spawn. So he sent me my own version, incredibly, and within about an hour as well. Amazing, just absolutely amazing. Just resetting the vehicle spawn points, so just flipping it around. So instead of them spawning here, they spawn there. Now, what I didn't realise was in the original version, they will spawn here, but then the second row is there. So all Mark's done is just basically flipped it around for me so that they spawn here first. It just means that they're not in the way for like auto load and course place when you set your auto load. Your auto drive, not auto load. I've got it on the brain. Auto drive routes. It just makes your life a little bit easier. So I can mess around with that course a little bit. So huge thank you, Martin. Really grateful for your time, mate, and for the chat. Really looking forward to seeing what comes next and helping however I can. If you have downloaded this map, please remember to give Martin a review. I'll put all the details as to where you can get the map from officially, so don't get it from anyone else. Get it from Martin, leave him a review, and thank him for his time and efforts, because this is cracking. And considering this is his first time, and believe it or not, I think he's only had like a PC for a few months, so it puts me to shame. I've got this. Did you see that my screen was going down? Side note, at the moment, I've got some issue where for some reason my screen will just start moving. It's almost like the joystick is... something's wrong with the controller, so I'm going to have to look into that. Another thing that'll confuse me. Anyhow, I'm going to get onto these mods later on. I mean, they're pretty straightforward. These are bale trailers. I'm back into messing around with autoloader. These are balers. I just wanted to have a little go at them to see what they're like. A lot of this stuff I kind of use it as my opportunity just to do a bit of testing for the roleplay series as well. I'm really nervous about that. First episode comes out tomorrow. I can't wait to see what you guys think of it. It's a lot. It's different. It's certainly different to the Riverbend Springs. It's going to be a lot more like a TV show, and less about a game. Sort of doing the farming bit. It's going to be more about the characters, and we'll see how that goes. If you like it, you wicked. If you don't, then we'll change it up. Dwarric Dog, D-Dog. Amazing. I didn't realise you'd done this, mate. I've been... honestly, because I'm a loser, I've been so jealous of Scroft and all the other players with their Ivor Williams trailers, and I didn't realise you'd done one, mate, and you'd converted the 22 into the 25. Amazing. So excited to use this in basically every save. So yeah, brilliant. As you'll hear, there is traffic on this map. Martin has basically done an update of the game, so we now have traffic, seemingly a lot of traffic, very typical of West Wales in the holidays. This could be the A40 up in Brecon, this could, on a bank holiday weekend. I mean, blinking heck, where are you all coming from? What? What's going on? Why are you all spawning all at the same time? I don't understand. That's crazy. What's happened there? I've had no traffic until I start recording, and all of a sudden it's like they've all just come flying out the woodwork. Incredible. Right. Also, wow. EDO modding. I caught up with one of Scroff's Bounty Farm series, and he downloaded this, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to go and do the same. I'm going to give it a go. It looks really nice. I did pay a couple of euros for it. It is free, but I thought, well, no, support the modders, and hopefully that sort of good karma comes back around to me eventually. And then you've got the skins. I haven't bought the skins, but I will buy the skins. I just wanted to basically have a look at it first and see what it was all about. So using this tractor, and we have a couple of bale trailers. Now, sorry, my dog is being an absolute weirdo and trying to tangle himself up in my microphone cable. What is happening with the autoload? I think I've got it sussed. So I've extended the actually, I won't talk about what I've done in terms of the extension, because it's not relevant. It didn't make any difference. But what I have figured out, I think now it works, is if I go into the menu here, Control, Left, Shift and R basically turns on the autocollect on, right? So it's now on as far as I'm concerned. And what this should now do is, as we go around, I don't have to keep stopping and starting. It will just pick up. Now what it's not doing is telling me what my max limit is. I think, oh, actually it has worked. So I extended the boundaries of the box just towards, because it was only picking up 4 and then going for the next layer, but now it's doing 5, so that's good. So I haven't touched anything on the keyboard. I haven't touched anything else since. What this, I know the max limit on this, or I've set it to at the moment, is, that it's naturally set to, is 2 layers of 5 then, right? So if I go there and there, it's now not going to pick up that one. So as long as I go away from the bales, I can then press Control, Left, Shift and R again. Now what I'm pressed it yet, I'm going to zoom in actually before I do. The bales will drop slightly, creating a weight, I think. Ah, that's interesting. If you put it does it anyway. Right, hang on then. Let me try. So if I unload them to the left here, and then Control, Left, Shift, and R to load them all back on. Control, Left, Shift, and R. See how they drop then? But it doesn't show up until you put them on there, and there's 90,000 litres, which is right. So now that is going to apply the weight, so that it's that sort of realistic. So if I do that thing I did in the last episode where you can like tip the tractor, it just affects the weight. Yeah, that takes much longer to stop the tractor then. So yeah, really happy with that. I'm gonna just go back to trying to use the autoload, because I much prefer using a much smaller trailer with an autoload feature. I really like that trailer. I am tempted. Let's go back into the board and unhook that. I did have a look at that red rock. Is it red rock? Let's hook this up a second. Now I haven't amended the boundaries of this trailer, so if I drive around here and then just do a bit of a side by side. So this one's considerably bigger. I say considerably, but it is definitely bigger. So it might not be as suitable for the farm. I'm just going to take it into the trigger and basically show you guys what I did with the other one, but using this one. So drop that off into the trigger, turn the engine off. Ah, the noise is incredible. That mod, I mean, EDO, that I love the Fiat Agris anyway, but this one you have to go to his website to get. And it's just amazing. Right, so let's have a look. Now see the box. I wonder if I did this, didn't I? I'm an idiot. So I assumed it wouldn't work, so I messed around with it already. So if I press the mouse wheel down, press Alt, and then right mouse click that, bring these back in line with the trailer like that. Release everything, and then if we spin this around a little bit, so I can, maybe if what's giving me my best angle there, so at least I can still see it. Now if I just right click, not Alt this time because the box is at the end, if I move this all the way, and it goes orange, see, it doesn't like it, so as long as it's within the boundaries of the trailer, it'll be fine. Then let go of that. Now if I press A auto load, save the vehicle settings, then it says overwrite the default auto load configuration for this vehicle, purchase a new vehicle, restart the game to apply the changes. Now I can't do that because I'm going to quit out of this without doing the save, but I think it should work anyway from what I did with the other one, because I haven't quit the game to get those changes affected. Right, so let's swing this back around. Whoa, that's not going to work, is it? Come on, mids. Wake up, mate. I'll tell you what we'll do, actually. Very quickly, we will go and chuck a load of bales over here. There's two already up there. Oh, I figured out my issue with this for the dev. I had basically a conflict. I had two mods trying to do the same thing. So sometimes it would load up this screen, which I love, and then the other times it would load up just a menu on the screen, the really small one. I can't remember what the mods are called, but I got rid of the one. I'll try and remember it in the edit to put it on the screen for you. Anyway, we got a load of straw, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, just for the sake of it, so we can see what it's going to do. And we will take these along here, chuck that one there, those two there, and then we don't want to put it into the trigger, that's for sure. Let's go and chuck a couple around the corner up here and see how many this thing wants to load, and then we will do function of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm such a child. Right, drop all those down like that, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, let's go. So left left control, left shift and R. So that now is in auto load mode, so it should pick these up as it goes by. Come on, Agri girl. Whoa, that is quite a bump. One. Ah, now then. Is that me? Have I caused that? I bet I have. I bet I have. So, hold that thought. If I do left shift and I... No, that's not gonna... Is it not gonna... no, left control and R to reset it. Oh, it turns it off. Right, okay. And then left shift and I to unload it. Right, I'm gonna get rid of this quickly. Where are we? Bale trailers, transport. Get rid of that Red Rock one, and then whoops, go back into it, buy it again, and see now that is definitely as I want it, right? So we'll just buy that like that. The other thing I need to sort out is the volume of my game. Now I can obviously change what's in my headphones, but when it's recording, it seems really loud, the engines, and it's weird because it's the same settings I've always had, so I don't really understand what's going on. So I'm going to go back around that way because I'm going to pick up all those random loose ones and check that this is working. So control left shift and R starts it off, or puts it into what would be Is it working mode as opposed to transport mode? We would normally class it as. That bump, I may have to let Mark know about that. That is massive. Right. Let's see what it does. Now this time, see, it's doing that thing. Now I want it to load sideways or 2x2. So if I do left shift and left shift control and R to reset them, which basically is like an unload button, and then left shift and I to drop them off. So this is like a lesson in auto load and not necessarily what you tuned in for. So apologies, but we are going to get to the bottom of this. Sell the vehicles, which will reset it, and then we will go and buy it again. For the last time. This time, I'm going to mess about with it a bit. So I'm just going to ever so slightly. So left, alt, right click, and just a touch. Just a touch. Let's see what that does. So then auto load, enter, yes, escape and escape. Did I buy it? I forgot to buy it. Oh, idiot. Right. Looking at that, is that touch? No, that's okay. That's still overhanging, so that's fine. So right, okay, we can buy that now. Right, last time I promise, and then I will reset the game and show you the farm. And I have made some changes to the farm since the new version of the map came through. So I've basically reset everything. Got us back to October. I haven't recut the grass. I've just sort of modded it back into existence. And there seems to be just an amazing amount of traffic coming through at the moment, which is a bit bizarre. Right, huck around behind the back of you. Watch out, little dude. FYI, that might feature soon. What a wicked, wicked bit of kit. And great for a little farm, like. Just really good for little farms. Really handy. Okay. Over the bumps. Now, control, left shift and R. Turn you on. Collection mode, as we want to call it. I don't know what it says we're on 105 foot there for, but that was a bit weird. Sorry about that. It won't be a particularly seamless jump, but I had a phone call from our planning officer, so I had to stop and take a phone call. Right, where were we? So we're just trying to see if this works. So now that's loads better, isn't it? That's much better because it's loading sideways rather than... And there we are, it's maxed out. So if I step away from that... Now this one, interestingly, doesn't show anything in terms of on the side of the weight of anything that's applied. So if I go control left, was it? Control left shift R, nothing happens. But if I put that on, there we are. It registers their weight. Blinking wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I think we've got it. By George. This tractor is... I am at 100% buying the skins for it. It is lush. I love it. Absolutely love it. But again, it's not very powerful, but that's maybe not the point. Yeah, I know this has been around for ages, this JCB, but basically what I was trying to do was think of options and variations of things we can do with a small farm and ways of sort of being semi-realistic loading and collecting bales and all that sort of stuff. So that's that. I'm going to have a little play around with these balers as well offline, and then I will I'll zoom you guys out. D-Dog, you absolute legend. I'll basically boot this and bring you guys back into the farm, show you the new changes, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are then. Updated game. Pretty much everything back to as it was. Few changes. Couldn't remember if we had a fuel tank, so put one in. Don't think we did, so got that there. Lizard tank still as usual. Now, where we put the sorghum, there is no sorghum. I have basically credited myself with the sorghum because we're going to keep this closed forever, and we have a silo. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Which contains 35,000 litres of sorghum as and when we need to sell it. The bale storage, now I know you wouldn't necessarily mix up straw and grass and hay in the same thing, but for now that will just have to do. It also allows me the opportunity to potentially bring a drop off through here, which is quite a nice way of doing it. The mowing equipment, couldn't remember what we had. So we've got a front and back Sam's set up with the tedder and rower, which is fine. Chucked in this storage system here just to tidy this area up a little bit. And then we have our Fent, and we have the Scorpion, and hello girls. We have a feed mixer, but no Ford. I've gotten rid of it and have gone for this little Massey, the Success 180. It was just, I just felt like it just didn't have enough juice for what I wanted it to do on the farm. So yeah, so it's 200 horsepower on that one, and then we got 246 on the Fence, so we should be more than fine on that basis. Bale trailer at the moment is this one, because that's what I bought in the game. I am 100% going to get rid of this and go with the small green one, which you saw me playing with at the start of the recording, which is, where is she? Oh, sort yourselves out. There we go. This one, the Lizard Bale trailer, £5,000. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Perfectly set up like that. Will do the job. Lovely for us. Perfectly sized for the farm. Nice. And I don't mind doing a couple of trips back and forth. If it's not carrying as many bales, that is absolutely fine by me. I will be happy. Obviously, couldn't bring the cows across, so just had to do my best to just pick out a bunch of cows over the last few months, bringing the game back up to speed. So again, it's not realistic having the babies and the bulls and everyone in the same one. I know. I have gone with the name system. I've gotten rid of the mids at the start of it. So you've got the brown Swiss females 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are all too young. This one could, but isn't. I don't know if that bull is old enough. Oh yeah, just old enough now. Get to work, mate. And then lactated, no. All these have been no's, so because they're littles. And then the Hossens again. Naming system, Halls, just keep it separate. And I made it all one word because it just looks so much neater. Little dinky ones, all good qualities. That one's a bit of a mess, but it's no major drama. And then the older ones here. We're pregnant. Look at this. Look at that. One baby. Excellent. One baby. Oh, look at the stats on that one. Holy moly. Wow. Cool. And then not a bad bull to be doing the work. So happy days, eh? Happy days. Now then, we're not going to do the grass cutting in October because we knew we couldn't do it in October, so I'm not going to cheat and get more grass. And also got rid of the big container that was there. Brought a load of the silage bales, put them in. Don't know why they kept changing to white even though they went in black. That was a bit weird. Workshop trigger by there just to keep it easy. And then I basically dev controlled this field. So it's been limed. Let's have a look. Why is... I need to buy it, don't I? How much is it going to cost me? Yeah, I bought it already. So 4,025. So whilst I remember, 2 seconds, into the dev controls, add the money, 4,025. Thank you. Right, wait. Excuse me. So, not great, but not bad. Some good, some bad is my take on that, I would suggest. And there's, I don't know what else I can do about that. I mean, how do you change that? How do you make it better? Do I re-lime it? I mean, I don't know. It is like, what's good? I mean, surely too blue is bad, isn't it? I honestly don't know. Please tell me. And then we haven't put any fertilizer down on it. So yeah, that's going to need some work on that. But otherwise, happy days. We're basically all caught up and into October. So in terms of our farm, there's actually very little to do. We could... I'm not playing with ploughing in this one, am I? Yeah, so ploughing is off. It's not a custom calendar like Sax, so you've got to go with the base game one. There's nothing for us to plant at the moment. Whereas in Sax, I mean, we could be looking at it. I meant to tell Martin about that actually as well and talk to him about that. like the custom crop calendar, it adds such a new dimension that you can do that sort of spring and winter or fall, I don't know what you would call it, but the two periods of crop. Now, I don't really understand it, having not coming from a farming background, but you've got one period where you're going to be able to harvest, but you've got two different planting seasons, which I found quite interesting. So yeah, if anyone's got an opinion on that and can explain it a little bit better than me, then please do so. Weather looks particularly rubbish. October 2nd, October 3rd, sunny. Snow in November and rain, a little bit of sun in December. So, yeah, not much we can do. I mean, we could maybe put some fertilizer down, but I think we're just better off just skipping into November and trying to make some hay. In terms of the feed for the cows, these guys are going through currently 5,215 litres a day. And they have in there only 4,200, but that, when I say day, I think that's a month. We'll do a little test now, right? So, have I got anything in this thing? I don't think I do I? Oh, there's a little bit of straw, but we should be able to dump that out. Oh, where's that going? The wrong way, but fine. It's gone in, and that's all that matters. So we want to change the tip side to left, please. Let's have a look at this, because we're only going to be able to do silage because we don't have hay at the moment in order to make the TMR. That is just grass. No, I'm not losing my mind. We only did grass and silage. Yeah, grass and straw. So it's fine. Don't know why I bothered doing grass. I didn't really think that through, did I? So let's go and grab a couple of silage bales. And we'll chuck a couple of them in. Just so that there's no major dramas. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I unwrap you? Cut up and bale there. Cut up and bale there. There we are. I just don't want you to go back into the trigger or anything. And you should activate. And we can... Oh, lovely. And then we should be able to then deactivate. And unload here. That overloading. And there it goes. It creates the weight on it, and then that top one is actually now loose. So that's good. Left that in a terrible position. I was thinking about going straight from the behind of it. But then I've put the bales on the wrong angle, haven't I? So we will just drop these in. I don't know why I'm bothering putting them in here. We could just... Surely I could just drop them into the trigger, couldn't I? Oh, no, mates. Go on then, activate that. Let's stop unloading, reactivate you. Like so. And then deactivate, unload here. Start overloading, thank you. Yeah, there's a little bit of silage in the feed mixer, but not the end of the world. And if we put you down on the ground, like so, you should disappear. There we are. Happy days. So, total food 17,163. So, we are, what are we now? 10 o'clock in the morning. So, if we sleep till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, let's see how much goes in a day. And that'll tell us then whether the tag is doing it by the month or the day. Maybe it's doing it by the day. 17,163. Let's go. 17,163. I should have written it down. Can't even. I'm desperately trying to look around my desk now for a pen, but I don't seem to have one. I think I've left it outside. I've just been measuring my garage and my shed. Here's a pen. 17,163 was our number. And now where they have. Oh wow! It is a day. It has updated 11,941. So, yeah, and they're going up because they're getting older, so 5,200 per day. So it does work it out. It's not calendar month, it is per day. So if you're playing, I'm guessing, if we were playing 1 day month, I'm currently set to 3 or 4. 3. So it would be 15,000, 16, maybe 16,500. That's interesting there. I like that. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Honestly, most of you will just be sat there going, well, this is pretty basic, mate. As a new convertee, is that even a word? To PC gaming, on Farming Simulator, this is just... Oh, I got a different bale wrapper, by the way. I got rid of the bale wrapper and I did an all-in-one. Got the Fendt. All of this as well, I just bought new. I didn't wait for it to come into the sale, and I haven't done the hire purchase as well. So financially, things are changing. But this is much more about a Let's Play learning to deal with the issues of the game for me and learning how to deal with it from a PC perspective rather than a farming simulator perspective. So playing with new mods that I haven't dealt with before, just dealing with scripts that I'm not used to, and just loads of little things like that. So not really worried about the money. I will stick to a rough sort of approach to it, but it'll be quite loose. Right, okay, cool. So we just need to get in November and make some hay and get some TMR into these guys and then get through the winter, really, don't we? Martin did say about contracts have been sorted as well. And I'm sure he said that he's either getting or gotten rid of the rock and forestry ones. So I made a bit of a pun then about, well, I won't go looking in the up in them hills for some Welsh slate. Right, where are we? Green beans, cotton spinach, yeah, doing any of those things. Thanks very much. There's a nice mowing contract there for 3,600. Or there is a ploughing contract, which I would rather smack myself in the face. So we will just carry on. We will just get on with it. Get into November. What was on sale then? Because it's always worth keeping a little eye on things. Nothing of any value or interest to us in there. That's fine. Oh, look. Why have they gone from white to black? What's happened there? So they were black when they went in. They changed to white when I put them in there for some reason. And now they've gone back to black. What is going on? I don't understand. Oh, brilliant. My auto drive, I managed to figure out how to bring it across. Why can't I? Why? Oh. Why is... Oh, because I'm not in a vehicle. God alive. Sorry. Yeah, every day's a school day, eh? Yeah, I managed to bring a... do the whole save copy, change it into the folder, so my custom made version of this is in here. I don't know what the impact of it is though, with because the cars are obviously on here, and I can't remember if I said yes or no to the auto drive figuring out its own route. I know I'm going against my own flow, so there's no... now look. Let's cut the traffic up. Out of the way, mate. So there's nothing on here, so it's not using theirs for this side, because I haven't got an exit. My exit is over there. And yeah, it's not using theirs by the looks of it. So, interesting. Okay. Right. So, just out of interest, when do we sell sorghum? January. Max month January. Current price 809. Max price 944. Fine. What else have we got? We got a lot of straw. How much point selling that right now? And we got a bit of silage to spare as well. Good. Okay. Yeah, I think we just push on through to November. So I'll make sure the cows don't run out of feed. I'm not going to buy any more cows. We've only got £80,000, so we don't want to do that and it get too messy. So I'll see you in November. Oh no, this is not what we need. Righty home. Okay, so let me just go and check on the cows first off. So let's just make sure they've still got some food. Just about 1,444 litres of food. Now what's interesting is there's no manure. So even though there's straw, this isn't generating any manure in here. It is generating slurry. So that comes out over here. I just wonder if we put a manure siloed down if it would catch that or not. Money's gone down because I made a cheeky hire purchase of this one. Basically cultivator, so we can use that as and when the time comes to sort the field out, which would be good. I want to fertilize it first and then cultivate it, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm so obsessive about doing that. Now then, I've never mowed in the snow. So what is the weather doing for the day? It is snowing all day, all night. Rain, snow tomorrow, and rain on the 3rd. Well, you certainly wouldn't be making any hay, would you? In this, I don't mind. Maybe, I mean, how much silage have we got to keep these guys going? That's all I care about, really. So we have 15 bales at 6,500, so 65,000 plus another 32.5. So pretty much 100,000 litres of silage. Is that roughly right? So if these guys are doing 15,000 a month, so November 15, December up to 30, January 45, February 60, March 75. I reckon we can get through the winter. I think if I just chucked all that silage in now, I think we'd be fine. We've got a bit of money because I'm going to end up changing that out. So there's nothing for me to do. There's no farming to be done. We haven't got enough money. I'm not going to put fertilizer down in the snow. I think we jump forward to March. I will sort out the trailer and then see how much money that gives me in case we've got the opportunity then to pick up any bargains that are in the shop. Is there anything this month? Actually, I haven't looked. No, nothing there for any of us. So, right, that's what we're going to do. Decision made. I'll see you in March. Okay, just bring you back in. Only because I just thought, well, why wait until March to do the grass? These guys are going to be fine on silage. That's not the worst thing in the world. And at least then, if I cut the grass now that it's dry, at least, I can make a load more silage. And therefore we got some money. So yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. So we need to find the Fent. Yeah, that's what. The only other thing I've purchased on hire purchase again. I can remember if I showed you this, guys, before. Left thumbstick on the garage menu is your leased items, used equipment searches, and then owned items. I'm sure there's a way of seeing your the financial side of it. But for the life of me, I can't remember where is it? Monitor crop loans. No, high purchasing. There it is within the start menu, isn't it? So you've got basically these two items costing us. There's a final fee of 8,000 on that. Eesh. Whereas that one, no final fee, remaining cost 20,000. So happy days. 58 months on that one, 60 months to go on that one. 360 per month, 288. And it's basically, if we go back into the garage menu, it's this slurry tanker. Really good on offer, so grabbed that. Right. We're going to need to move some of this. I need to turn off my super strength so we don't mess about with that. But I think we can go and mow our fields once again, and then we will row them and use the new baler. So I will get that started now. Let's leave the weight in the garage by here. Actually, that's going to be a terrible place to leave it, because I really want to put that tedder out of the way, don't I? So we'll leave it next to the tall storage shelving unit, and then we'll grab this. Come on. Why are you the wrong way around? Why does this thing move? It constantly moves. So there's me saying turn super strength off. Like, there's no way I didn't put you in this way around. Why do you constantly move? I don't understand. So weird. I just don't get it. Right, turn super strength back off. Right, let's grab our mowers. Could use the Massey, I guess, for this, but we'll take the extra power, the Fent. Fent basically being the main workhorse. Have I... Is it because... Did I use super strength to unload these, or am I just abysmally aiming? That's just abysmal aiming, isn't it? I think, yeah. Maybe I used super strength to get it off and just chucked it in there without thinking. Because on the console, it used to... When I had Middle Farm, it would just constantly be changing its position, that thing. Driving up the wall. Right, let's get out of here. So if we go up to... We want to do Kutch first. We'll do the... Oh, thanks, mate. You didn't have to stop for me. I was actually going to stop for you, but never mind. Yeah, we'll do Gales first up here on the left. Got that sorted. Now, I don't know with this setup if it works out the... Like, if it needs to be offset or if I'm just going to have to do this. I can never remember which ones can and can't work it out. There blatantly is one. I'm sure there is one that's, like, fine. And then there's... The others seem to struggle a bit with it. So... Let's unfold you and unfold you and see what you bring up. 6.7, that sounds about right. Yeah, spot on. That is going to be right, isn't it? It's a bit close to the boundary, these fields, aren't they? That's the only thing, but... Right, okay, so lower you down, turn you on, lower you down, turn you on. Tell you what, we'll close the gate whilst we're here. End of the gate or front of the gate? Hello, any gate? Hello? Where is the gate? Is it got to be this end? There it is. Oh, I don't have much luck. Right, let's get this lined up a bit better. And we are once again mowing in December, so happy days. Yeah, you can see the difference in the yield because we didn't fertilise it. This might be the opportunity to fertilise it now, I guess. We haven't really got enough slurry with the animals, I'm pretty sure. Only 7,500 in slurry, so we'd have to buy the fertiliser. But I'm not against it. Or we look for a roller. Maybe that's the better option. Because we need, this is our main source of income, so we need to get a better yield out of these fields than what we've got here, that's for sure. So let's have a little look very briefly. Nothing in the shop at the moment, is there? I mean, the roller isn't that expensive, to be honest with you. We can't have that one, it's demands too much power, so it'd be this one. It's 35,000 on the higher purchase. What I find with this as well, you've got to mess around with the numbers a bit just to reset it, because it gets a little bit bent out of shape. If we were to put 10,000 down, or okay, so that would be another 300. So basically, do £1,000 a month if we did that. Yeah, okay. I think we'll do that. But first things first, let's get these cut. And we'll then likely need to basically row them, bale them, collect them. And that means we can't do any of the rolling until we've done all those things. So let's say roll twice then. Roll. roll. I can't remember what I said. And in which time then we may find a roller popping into the shop. So we'll we'll take advantage of that. If not, we'll just have to go with a higher purchase and be done with it. I appreciate there hasn't been, again, massive amounts of gameplay, but this series really isn't about that. It's about A, watching me being an absolute idiot, and learning how to play the game, and then B, my watch just told me that I'm not nice. It was obviously listening to me calling myself an idiot. How interesting. Yeah, it's about learning how to play on PC, really. The actual gameplay mechanics we'll get more into, because we're doing some of the stuff around, I can't remember what it's called now. I need to stop because we're going to crash. Precision farming. So, you know, we'll pick up a little bit of that as well. But yeah, this is very much just a bit of fun, really. This isn't a serious playthrough by any means. That will come in time, and that will be another series. Kind of I'm in an hour about how and when that's going to look. But for now, let's just enjoy it, play the game, have a bit of fun, have some smiles as we go, and go from there. Again, thank you all of you. If you are already on the Discord and communicating on there, thank you. It's great to have you on there. You've got a few new members at the moment, popped up in the last week or so, which is wonderful. Huge thanks again to Martin for his just incredible approach to his work ethic and just his willingness to listen to a complete stranger and work with me on stuff. And I really hope I can repay the favour and help Martin out. Please go and review the map if you are using it, enjoying it. If you want to help the channel, by all means, please give it a like and a subscribe. It's the easiest and cheapest way to make a massive difference for me. If you'd like to join as a member, pick up the perks, then you can do so either via YouTube or via Ko-fi. All the details are in the usual places, in the comments and in the description. But we will call it a day there, I think. So I'm hoping you've enjoyed it. I hope I'll see you again soon. But until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.